This little girl has the ability to predict the future. She just looked up at the sky and knew that a rainstorm was coming, so he immediately thought of a good way to make money. He first took out his ancestral brush and exchanged it for 10 coins. Then he went to the stall to exchange it for 6 umbrellas. Sure enough, it really rained heavily the next second. The girl chose a restaurant with many people. She sold the umbrella to a woman. The woman immediately said it was too expensive, but the girl saw that she was in a hurry. The woman was very curious about how she knew. The girl said because you kept looking up at the sky. You must be in a hurry. She didn't expect the girl to be so good at business. She bought 2 without saying a word. After earning money, she immediately went to the pawn shop to redeem her mother's hairpin. Then she put it on her mother's head with her own hands. The mother wondered where she got the money. She said her father had taught her how to read the weather. She made a fortune by taking advantage of the rain. The mother's eyes instantly turned red when she saw her sensible and smart daughter. But she had to entrust the children to others. This seems to be the most painful thing in life. Originally, they all lived in a quiet village and has a pair of twin daughters. The family was very happy every day. But one day, 2 villagers suddenly, they found something unusual. All the men in the field ran to the reservoir. They worked together to open the gate. The road into the village instantly turned into a river. Then they put down the rockery. It directly hid the entire village. Finally, they poured special lime powder into the river. It created a terrifying scene of boiling water. The soldiers were frightened and fled in panic. The villagers thought it was safe and pulled open the rockery to check outside. But a wild wolf suddenly pounced on them. The father took a look at the startled birds in the distance, immediately concluded that it was not safe here. Then he led the elderly, weak, women and children in the village to flee first. When a bombing sounded, the women who escaped immediately crying bitterly. The wives knew their husbands would never be reunited with them again. But for the sake of their children, they could only cheer up and continue to run away. But just as they got on the raft, the enemy followed closely with a group of wild wolves. A huge hungry wolf jumped up and pounced on them. The girl remained calm and took up a small slingshot to accurately shoot the wild wolf. The killer instantly set up a trap. Finally, the mother had to give her child away. In order to protect the children and leave safely, the mother attracted the attention of the killers alone. Soon they surrounded her. She watched the carriage go farther and farther away and her heart finally settled. Finally, she jumped off the city wall with her back to the child.